Hello, hello. Time for us to kick off another episode of Hot-ish. It's me, Starr, and today we've got a lot to cover. Now, you're going to get to see a really serious side of me in just a little bit because it's something that happened here that we need to talk about. Also going to break down the latest in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. Got some Kardashian chatter, of course, to fill you in on. Some new music to look forward to, and I'm going to recap pretty much everything else you might have missed this week. Well, it is time for us to dish your hot-ish. Now, I want to start off today by sending our heartfelt thoughts and prayers to all of the families of the victims from the Texas elementary school shooting. Now, our entire country is mourning the innocent lives that were lost at the hands of an 18-year-old who intentionally killed his grandmother, actually, I think wounded his grandmother, and then went to Uvalde Elementary School, which is in Texas, barricaded himself in a classroom, and then ended up killing 19 children as well as 2 teachers before he was killed by police. Now, this is marking the deadliest mass elementary school shooting ever since the Sandy Hook shooting, which happened back in 2012. I have to say, we need to end this gun violence, and if you would like to donate to help the victims of this horrific incident, which is, of course, going to go to funeral costs and family needs, you can get all the information right here on how to do it by going to their official Twitter page, which we have and which we're showing you right now. Now, a lot of celebrities are also sharing their thoughts on social media. In fact, Selena Gomez, she took to Twitter. She said, today in my home state of Texas, 18, latest reports 19, actually, innocent students were killed while simply trying to get an education. A teacher killed doing her job, an invaluable yet sadly underappreciated job. If children aren't safe at school, where are they safe? And that is a really good question. Matthew McConaughey, he actually hails from Uvalde. He put out a statement on his social media. He was saying, once again, we've tragically proven that we are failing to be responsible for the rights of our freedoms, the rights that our freedoms grant us. He's asking what we can do as a nation to pretty much stop all of this gun violence. And he goes on to say that this is an epidemic that we can control and that we must do better and action must be taken. Now, he closes the message out by saying, to those who dropped off their loved ones, not knowing it was goodbye, no words can comprehend or heal your loss, but if prayers can provide comfort, we will keep them coming. Oof. What a heartfelt message that was. James Corden, he also delivered a really powerful and deep message, calling out America's flaws. Let's take a listen.
America is one of the most backward places in the world. This year, there have been no school shootings in England, in Japan, in Australia. There have been 27 school shootings in America and 212 mass shootings, and we are just 5 months into the year. Nothing will change.
Oh, man. Let's please continue to keep the victims in our prayers. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, that has been continuing today. Johnny's lawyers called his ex-girlfriend of 4 years, model Kate Moss, to the stand. Now, she joined via live stream video to address something that Amber said in her testimony about Johnny pushing her down the stairs. Now, she said, I screamed because I didn't know what had happened to me, and he, referring to Johnny Depp, came running back to help me and carried me to my room and got me medical attention. So then Johnny's lawyer asked, did Mr. Depp push you in any way down those stairs? Kate said, no, he never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs. You know, as each day passes, things are not looking good for Amber. I mean, she seems to even contradict herself based upon previous statements that she has said in the past. And I also thank the TikTok investigators for all that, because I feel like I don't have to watch any part of the trial because I get the highlights and the comparisons all over TikTok, and I feel like I'm getting caught up to what's going on. With that said, Team Johnny all the way. So Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are finally parents. Riri had her baby in LA on May 13th. It was a little boy. They haven't released his name yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something fit for a king. I'm hearing that she's looking to relocate after the summer back to her homeland of Barbados with ASAP to raise her baby because she loved growing up there and she wants her baby to have the same experience. Plus, she kind of wants to keep him away from the showbiz and the limelight, and I don't blame her. I guess that means that when they get married, we could expect to see a beautiful island wedding. But you want to know what was kind of awkward? Chris Brown, he left a congratulatory message on his Instagram story about an hour after the news broke about Rihanna having her baby. And he posted the word congratulations with a pregnant woman emoji, a red heart, and prayer hands. You know, he didn't even need to put her name because, yeah, we all know who he was referring to, but really? Come on, Chris, after what you did to her, where's Will Smith when you need him to slap somebody? Speaking of babies, Ed Sheeran kept a secret for 9 months. He actually made a surprise announcement on Instagram that him and his wife had a second baby, and it was another little girl. Now, he posted this picture of a pair of baby socks to make the announcement. I gotta say, it looks like Ed's a good person to confide in when you need to keep something safe. Remind me to call Ed when I have something to share that I want nobody else to know. Congratulations to the now family of 4. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, well, they are officially married. For real this time. Notice I said that 3 times because this was technically her 3rd wedding. Now, the first one we remember was in Vegas right after the Grammys, but that one was not legit because they didn't have the marriage license. Last week, I told you about their quaint little courthouse marriage in Santa Barbara, which I guess was to make it legally official. Because this past weekend, everyone showed up in Portofino, Italy to witness them getting married again. And her dress has been the talk of the week. Now, it was designed by Dolce & Gabbana. It was a mini dress, and it was paired with a super long veil embroidered with the Virgin Mary. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. The picture of pictures. Look at that. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. But of course, it's been getting a lot of controversy. People are a little upset that she let Dolce & Gabbana, sponsor her wedding. Get over it. If they wanted to sponsor your wedding, you would let them too. Anyway, after tying the knot, they partied it up at a gorgeous castle all night long. Tons of family members posting videos on TikTok in real time too, by the way, which was epic. And the best part of the party, in my opinion, was this performance by Andrea Bocelli.
Falling in love with you.
My goodness, what I would do to have him perform at my wedding. He doesn't get any better than that, right? Well, wrong, because get this, none of the guests stayed in hotels, okay? They had about 50 people that came out for the wedding, and they all stayed on super yachts that were anchored off the coasts of Italy. Can you believe this? They had a 200-foot yacht that was worth over $50 million. That one has an elevator, a pool, and a beauty salon in it, so of course they could look all pretty for the wedding. Dolce & Gabbana not only sponsored the wedding, like I said, but they also let the Kardashians stay on their 150-foot yacht. Now, Kourtney's new Instagram name is her official name. Have you seen it? Kourtney Kardashian Barker. Yep. And you know it's official when it's Instagram official. Congratulations to them. Well, keep it up with the Kardashian news. Kim is now the official spokesperson for Beyond Meat. And she even has a title. Her title is Chief Taste Consultant, okay? Let's take a look at her campaign video.
I believe so much in the mission of Beyond Meat that I've stepped in to help with my greatest asset, my taste.
So she's also being blasted for that ad because you never actually saw her take a bite. Did you notice? You probably didn't notice. You're going to have to rewind and go watch this again because not only was she taking fake bites, but she was also faking her chews. At least we all know now that, we thought she was endorsing something that she truly believes in, but clearly she's not, because you got to go back and look at that. And everybody's up in arms because they're like, did she really eat it? Does she really like it? Does she really eat it? I don't know. You be the judge. For me, though, I'm not into that plant-based lifestyle. I don't know. What about you? Can you give up meat? I don't know if I could do it. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Meanwhile, the internet has been having a field day with the way that Kendall Jenner cuts a cucumber. Now, if you haven't been watching the new Kardashian show on Hulu, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. So if you haven't seen it, I got you covered. Let's take a look.
Want the chef to make you a snack?
I'm making it myself. Just gotta chop up some cucumber. It's pretty easy.
You go, girl. Be careful, because I nipped myself the other day.
I don't know, I'm kind of scared.
There you go.
Don't cucumbers have seeds? Oh yeah, they definitely not a good cutter, so don't zoom in on me. I'm not professional whatsoever.
Hey, chef, do you want to cut this up for her?
I'll do it, Mom, it's fine.
Don't you just love how Chris tries to pretty much call out to their chef to come help her? Talk about rich people problems. I mean, she's never even watched a chef cut and she doesn't know how to cut. I'm confused here. How on earth does she think that those type of angles would get her cucumber sliced? I mean, I wasn't even concerned about her arms crossed to cut it. I was afraid she was going to cut off a finger the way that she was holding the edge of that cucumber, trying to make those thin slices. You saw what I'm talking about, right? She could barely get a grip of that cucumber. I just have no words. Khloe recently spoke out in a podcast saying that Kendall is not happy about what people are saying about it. Well, we're going to add to this for you, Kendall, okay? Having all the money in the world can't even buy someone common sense. Thank goodness for people like the Kardashians keeping these private chefs employed, if you know what I mean. Well, when it comes to engagements, do you believe in short engagements or long engagements? Because I'm hearing that sources close to J.Lo are saying that she wants to get married to Ben sooner rather than later. She also intends on having a big wedding. Now, I mean, if you think about it, she was engaged to A-Rod for a while, and I know that her wedding was postponed because of the pandemic, but with this engagement being her second time with an old flame, I'm pretty sure now that she knows what she wants. And I have to say I agree, because why should she wait any longer? Tie that knot, show the world that a fairy tale happy ending really does exist. I'm rooting for you, Jen. Let's kick into a little bit of music news, all right? We got to give it up to Bad Bunny, who officially has 11 number ones. Now, his latest is For Mi Puerto Bonito, and also his song Moscow Mule, that's riding in at number 2. I got to say, 2022 is definitely the year of the Bad Bunny. Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa had that huge hit One Kiss, which we were all singing. And now the two of them are dropping another new song together. It's called Potion. Now, he went on TikTok to post his first video, which happens to be a teaser to the song. Take a look.
Right, so we start with the Rhodes. It's a keyboard. A little Fender Strat over the top of that. Here comes the bass. Oh, beautiful, smooth, and round. A few sprinkles of guitar. Then FaceTime Dua. Forget to record the sound on my you up for it. She goes, definitely. And then that's the tune. That's how you do it. You can do it too.
Ooh, that sounds like a vibe. Well, the song is coming out this Friday, so keep an eye and an ear open for it, okay? Speaking of Dua Lipa, you know, she just landed a role in the upcoming live-action Barbie film. Margot Robbie stars as Barbie. Ryan Gosling also has a starring role. He's going to be playing the handsome Ken. Now, there's no word yet on who Dua is going to be playing, but she is in the movie. Now, apparently there's going to be more than one Barbie, I'm hearing, so maybe she's going to be playing Levitating Barbie or something like that. Anyway, it's set to come out July 21st of next year. I don't know about you, but I can't wait. We got some more new music to look out for this week. We got a new collab coming from Ye and the late 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 XXXTentacion, his upcoming album, and Ye's Donda 2 album, as well as the 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏 documentary, which happens to be airing now on Hulu. It's called Look at Me. We're going to take a look at that trailer.
Yeah, hey, yeah. There's definitely a difference between 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and XXXTentacion. Someone that's afraid to let go.
Oh man, I still can't believe he was killed in a robbery back in 2018. He was only 20 years old, but his music and his legacy continues to live on. I'm definitely going to watch that documentary. It looks very interesting. How about you? Hope you do. Well, if you happen to watch the Kelly Clarkson show, then you know about her Kellyoke segment, where she kicks off the show by pretty much paying tribute to amazing artists and, of course, singing one of their songs, right? Well, a few of them have been turned into an EP, and the first song off of it is Billie Eilish's Happier Than Ever. You want to take a look? Let's go.
And I don't talk about you on the internet, never told anyone anything bad.
How amazing is her rendition of that Billie Eilish song, right? So anyway, the EP is going to be coming out on June 9th. It's called Kellyoke. Make sure you pick it up. There's going to have 6 tracks on it. That is the first track that is going to be found on the EP. I am in love. Speaking of Billie Eilish, she's bringing light to Tourette syndrome, which is something that she's personally been dealing with since the age of 11. If you didn't know, she actually did an interview on David Letterman's Netflix talk show. Here's a clip of what she had to say.
I actually really love answering questions about it because it's very, very interesting. And I am incredibly confused by it, and I don't get it.
She doesn't mind talking about it, but when people laugh at her tics because they think she's trying to be funny, she actually gets really offended And I have to say, I actually commend her for speaking out about this because I know there are a lot of people in this world who deal with Tourette's. I see a lot of people on TikTok who have it, and I'm glad she's able to make others aware of this condition. So thank you, Billie. Thank you for stepping up and talking about that. Doja Cat broke some bad news to us this week. After dealing with a tonsil infection, doctors said that she needs to go on vocal rest and she's going to be getting surgery. Now, this means that she has to cancel her upcoming festival performances as well as her tour with The Weeknd, which I was looking forward to seeing her at. Now, the crazy part about this is it all could have been avoided, but because of her vaping and her drinking while being on antibiotics for the tonsil infection, it made matters worse. Gotta quit that vape, girl. Get well soon, Doja. Man, I can't believe we're gonna be missing out on seeing her this summer. Well, Adele fans, they are starting to get real impatient and starting to call her out for not locking in rescheduled dates for her Vegas residency after 4 months of being in limbo. Now, at this point, a lot of her fans just want refunds, and they're getting super offended by Adele's silence. Now, you might remember Adele was scheduled to kick off her Caesars Palace residency back in January. Of course, fans on Twitter are now calling her a diva and bogus. And one fan doesn't understand why Time magazine chose to call her one of 2022's most influential people when she quit her Vegas residency. Now, what we've heard so far is that Adele is in talks with the Coliseum about rescheduling these gigs between June 18th and September 23rd. And we all remember when Adele made that tearful video claiming that COVID issues were the reason she canceled. But insiders from Caesars say that she argued over the way that the set was designed and about a pool being in the middle of the stage. You know, at this point, is Adele just being a diva or a perfectionist? New York City celebrated the Notorious B.I.G.'s birthday this past weekend. You know, he would have been turning 50 years old. Now, the Empire State Building was lit up in red and white with a rotating crown. They also had a life-size holographic avatar of him that people were able to stop in and view. And one of the biggest things that people were looking to get their hands on is the special edition MTA Metro card. Okay, yes, that's exactly what it looks like. I believe they only made 50,000 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I sometimes wonder, though, what the music would be like today if Biggie and even Tupac were still alive. Can you just imagine how great hip hop would be? Hip hop would have absolutely lived on, because I don't know what the world has come to with the music that we have nowadays. That is why I have to take it back to when Biggie and Tupac were around. And to me, that is hip hop. So on to some chick chat. Big question for you. Would you pay $1,600 for an umbrella? See, Gucci and Adidas, they just teamed up to create a designer umbrella, but you can't even take it out when it rains. Yeah, it's not even waterproof. Does this make sense? Now, it's meant for sun protection or decorative use, and it's only available right now in China. Who in their right mind would spend this kind of money on something that you can't even use in the rain? Now, Gucci is trying to insist that it's got good collector's value. But again, who's going to want to let it collect dust when you can't even use it? The only type of decorative piece I'd want is maybe something that could go, I don't know, dining room table, living room table. Everybody knows you use an umbrella to go in the rain. Okay, so starting next month, Netflix is going to be dropping 125 new films and shows. Now, they include Chris Hemsworth's Spiderhead and Adam Sandler's Hustle. Some other movies you're going to get to see are Dumb and Dumber, The Girl Next Door, Dear John, Mission Impossible movies, and so many more. I guess they're doing whatever they can to hold on to the subscribers they have. Because remember, they've been losing so many subscribers because they want to increase the prices? Netflix, do better, please. We have a little food-related topic that we need to get into because you know how much I love my ice cream, right? I mean, I've even told you about the crazy ice cream flavors that Van Leeuwen has created over the years, and they have done it again. You know, after their mac and cheese ice cream blew up last year, they've decided to team up with Grey Poupon, and they've created a limited edition ice cream flavor called Grey Poupon with salted pretzels. Now, I mean, we do know mustard does go well with pretzels, but to create it as an ice cream flavor, I'm kind of intrigued, but I'm also kind of turned off. But I'm kind of intrigued. So if you want to try it, just get to Walmart before they're gone. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do, but I need to try this. I still need to try the mac and cheese ice cream because every time I've tried to try it, it's never there. It's sold out. So now I have 2 Van Leeuwen ice creams that I need to try. Well, that's going to wrap up our show for today. I want you to join our live taping next week. Of course, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so you can get the notifications and tell a friend to tell a friend because we're growing, my friends. We are growing. And I really thank you for that. Also, I want to be friends with you on TikTok. You can find me at Starr, aka Virtual. You can also find me with the same handle on Twitter. I just want to send our thoughts and prayers out again to everybody here in the United States that's, going through this tragedy that just happened. And for the rest of the world that is watching right now, I do want you guys to keep us in your thoughts and prayers. If you would like to make any donations to the victims' families for this horrible tragedy, we do have all of the information up on the screen for that. This is all that information that I was telling you about. If you want, screenshot it. I would love for you guys to try to help out. This is horrible. This is a tragedy, and we need to definitely stop what's going on. This gun violence in the United States is horrible. Everywhere else in the world, you guys seem to have everything under control. I don't understand what the problem is here, but we're gonna have to help fix that. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging, and we will catch you again next week. Have a good one. Bye.